Hi, I'm Pastor Dave, teaching evangelist with Lamb and Lion Ministries. You know, if you study Bible prophecy, you often hear the term, in the days of Noah. It means in the end times, people will be living just as the people of Noah's time did. The phrase comes out of both Genesis and the Gospel of Luke. In Genesis chapter 6, it says, "Now the earth was corrupt in the sight of God, and the earth was filled with violence. God looked on the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted their way upon the earth." However, in verse 8, it says that Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. And then when Jesus described the events of his second coming, he said, "Just as it happened in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man." They were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying, they were being given in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. Luke 17. In the New Testament, Peter describes Noah as a preacher of righteousness, 2 Peter 2. Now this means that people living in the days of Noah, well, they were warned. In the Luke 17 passage, Jesus pointed out how the people of Noah's day were not concerned at all about their spiritual condition. They were living their lives without a single thought of the coming judgment of God. Have you seen or heard about the new MSG Sphere in Las Vegas? It's the newest venue. It doesn't officially open until September. However, on July 4th, it was taken for a test run. Now, this is the world's largest sphere structure, standing 366 feet tall, which is 61 feet taller than the Statue of Liberty, and an unbelievable 516 feet wide. So what is this structure? Well, the real function is to be an entertainment venue designed to hold almost 20,000 people. That's on the inside. The real showstopper is the outside, where 1.2 million LED screens change colors and graphics. One moment, it's a huge eyeball overlooking the Vegas Strip. Then it becomes the moon. It turns into a basketball, and so on and so forth. According to a Vegas news report, the cost of building this structure was said to be $3.4 billion. That's a B. Billion. The world is heading towards a financial crisis, if not an economic collapse, and yet we are spending billions of dollars on a nearly 40-story sphere that lights up the Las Vegas Strip. I can safely assume that when the venue does open in September, people will be spending their dollars heading to watch whatever event this venue will host. As in the days of Noah. The International Money Fund, the IMF, is an organization of 190 countries. An IMF staff report dated March 29th of this year said the global central banking community is actively exploring central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, which may have a fundamental impact on both domestic and international economic and financial stabilities. May have an impact on financial stabilities? Do you think so? This report also said over 40 countries have approached the IMF to request assistance with CBDC development. You know, a recent survey said that these CBDs, they cover a record 81 central banks, which represents close to 76% of the world's population and 94% of the global economic output. 34% of the world's population and over 90% of the world's GDP. The survey found that 9 out of 10 central banks are now exploring CBDCs, with half of them already running tests. So, what does all this mean? Central banks are increasingly pondering whether to issue their own digital currencies to the general public or to follow the IMF. See, here's the scary part. The IMF announced that they would not allow national currencies for member nations. This means that no government can have its own digital currency. Instead, the digital currency will be a global currency. Last month at a conference in Morocco, the IMF managing director told the audience that the IMF is developing a global platform for central bank controlled digital currencies. And she publicly confirmed that the IMF, they're working on a concept for a global CBDC platform. IMF member countries do submit to an annual monitoring of their policies, and each nation's policy and their goals should connect all nations with a global currency. They should not fragment the world by using their own currency, which includes the United States. If we work backwards from Revelation 13, one can see how the Antichrist system is being positioned right here before our eyes. Digital currencies and digital IDs. If, or really when, this system is implemented, these central bank digital currencies will impact all of the residents of each IMF country. All citizens will be required to possess proper digital ID, or they will not be able to be permitted to access the new global financial system. When central banks all over the globe roll out their new central bank international digital currency, to use these currency, you must basically prove that you are who you say you are. And how do you do that? There's only one way: with the new global system of digital ID. It's currently in the process of being introduced as we speak. The gap from freedom to global control is shortening, as the world is mesmerized by a 40-story sphere in Las Vegas. As in the days of Noah, people are marrying, people are eating, people are carrying on. People have no concern for their spiritual condition or the coming wrath of God. People are just going about their daily days, wondering what to do, enjoying themselves, having a good time, where behind the scenes, everything is being changed and everything is being put in place to establish the Antichrist system. And we're just looking at structures, entertainment, whatever we can do. As in the days of Noah. Maranatha, Lord Jesus.